we see some markets slowly picking up again in the area, for example, of our PSS division, so for RFS business, for AI business. So we expect this quarter to be a growing quarter again. We expect to grow by give or take 5%, which I think is in the current market environment, which you are describing rightly as a challenging market environment, already a good step into the right direction. However, we have to confess that compared to the previous full year guidance, we had to lower our expectations. Previously, we were guiding for 16 billion in revenues. Now we are guiding down to 15.1 billion, so 900 million reduction. And half of that comes from a more reduced growth, but I repeat, more reduced growth in automotive and a more extended recovery in some of our key target markets like the consumer, compute, communication, and also industrial.
Yeah, I mean, Sven, one of the big ones here really is that automotive sector that you've just spoken about. It's often been a lifeline for you yourselves as well. How much of that is beginning to change your perspective on the next 12 months? Are you worried at all that you're seeing that automotive and semiconductor change necessarily shift a lot weaker?
Yeah, Sarabil, I think it's very important to look at it in a relative way. Yes, we have taken the growth expectation for automotive down for this fiscal year from 10% to we call it low to mid-single digit percentage number. But if you compare that to many others in the industry, it's still a very strong signal that we are growing. And why is that? And why do we believe it will also continue to stay like that? There are some applications in automotive, we call it classical standard products for air heating or for window lifters. Yes, they are, of course, directly correlated to the number of cars being produced. So this is weak. On top of that, you have a kind of an inventory digestion. But there are others who keep growing, e-mobility, autonomous driving, and very much the microcontroller business, which we expect to double in the next years from 3 to 6 billion. And if you just think about our number one position, we have, for the first time in the history of Infineon, we are now the global number one automotive microcontroller supplier. That's a very sticky business, which also keeps supporting the growth going forward. So no, we are not concerned. And yes, there is some kind of deceleration of e-mobility in some of the Western markets, but for us, it's a global market, so we are strongly benefiting from the growth in China. We have yesterday announced a very nice design win with Xiaomi, which is just a confirmation of what I said.